when I got here, I didn't have a certain position or a certain type of player. It's something that I think we're still working on, but I definitely narrowed it down to, playing point guard and that being my spot, my situation.
And also maybe understanding what are some of the qualities of a good point guard? What are some of the things that you need to provide your team with for you to actually get minutes? You can't just be a little of everything, because then you don't really have an identity. So that is one of the things we really talked a lot about. How can he make sure that the entire world or whoever is watching, they know exactly what he's all about?
You have to have an identity if you want to be good at the professional level. Because the coach, he needs one thing on his team, and he doesn't want a player that, maybe got a little bit of everything, but he doesn't have that thing that he needs.
Yeah, we talked about that a lot, that every position basically has a default function, and for a point guard to even be in consideration for a starting spot, if you as a point guard, you don't lead, you're not going to play. Be able to and willing to take risks. You need to be able to be vocal, and you need to be able to basically tell other people what to do. I think we even we talked about this one time. I made a joke that I said, Milan, at some point you have to be able to tell me what you want me to do. You have to be able to say, hey, tall, crazy man, do what I tell you. Even though I'm a lot older than you, and basically I'm your coach, because eventually he needs to be able to command what he wants in other players. So we had drills like that where he basically needs to tell me what I need to do.
Yeah, well, on the court, if I would play with Thomas and we say he was playing the center position, I need to learn to control him and demand of him what he needs to do and what his job is. And it's not just setting up a play, it's telling every position that's what you need to do, and if you need to do that job, and then somebody else will do the next one.
Yeah, basically having an understanding of what the coach wants, and if nothing else, what you want, because you can't get away from the fact that if you're the one who's in control of the ball most of the time, you need to make decisions, and you need to give people the ball where they need it, and call the plays. And basically not be afraid to make bad decisions, because you are going to make some bad decisions once in a while, but that's just how it's going to be. The things you're doing right now, they're good enough to work at that level, but because you never really had that much focus on the details, I was trying to show him how are the things going to get better, so that the things you're doing now and the things we're practicing, that will work at a higher level where you actually want to go. So we talked a lot about your international position. What are some of the qualities that you need to have for later on in life? So we're not just focusing on now, we're focusing on what do I need to learn, or what does Milan need to learn for when he gets a chance to play in a bigger league.
What you've taught me is that I only practice things that I'm going to use in the game.
Yeah.
And everything I do in a game is something that I've practiced many times before. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and check out some of Thomas's other videos. This was me, Milan, and a basketball mentor. Check out the link in the description.
Yeah!